Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Who Are You podcast. I'm your host, Connor Overbay, and this is the other host, Shannon Overbay.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 159 of the Who Are You podcast. If this is your first time checking this out, make sure you guys give us a follow on all of our social media. It's going to be at Who Are You Pod from everything from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all the normal spots nowadays, and including YouTube. Obviously, if you guys are watching the video side of things, make sure you guys give us a subscribe on there as well. Every little click, likes, sharing, all that good stuff helps the podcast get seen, so we appreciate you guys. But today, we're sitting down for a fun little chill conversation. Nothing too crazy been going on. We are busy though. We have having a busy week. Oh my
gosh, yes.
Say all kinds of stuff going on. Job changes actually, including myself. I decided to get out of that trade side of things I was working on, and figuring that part out. Taking a month off, taking a little bit of relaxation time to spend time with the family. But it's been a good week though. We've done a lot of stuff.
Yes, it has been very busy at work, and definitely, it's good to refocus, take some time, and get back together. But yeah, definitely seeing the family and just lots of events going on actually recently.
Yeah, shout out to a couple people. Shout out to the Madre. My mom had her birthday today.
Yes,
shout out to Lori. You've seen her on the podcast in the past, and you guys hear us talk about them all the time, but shout out to the Madre. Happy birthday. Happy to spend some time with you. Get to go to dinner with her, and we went to dinner last night. We went to breakfast this morning since today was her actual birthday. Got her some flowers. It was a good morning.
Yeah, and then we got to work on our puzzle a little bit because she got me a puzzle for my birthday, and she wanted to do it together, and she has become obsessed. I'm so happy.
I was going to say, you guys have been puzzling together. Now that there's a puzzle table at her house, you guys go over there, and I'll just sit there on the couch on my phone hanging out, and you guys are just sitting there doing the puzzle.
It's a great time. I mean, I'm glad I have a puzzle buddy now, because you would never want to do it with me.
Puzzles just aren't my thing. They don't catch my interest like that. Yeah. And, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Something you guys can bond together and, mother-daughter time kind of thing.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with it. I'm glad to hear that you guys are doing good. And another person to shout out to actually a former guest on the podcast, Randy Reep.
Shout out
to Randy. What was it, 32 years of flying?
Something like that. Over 30.
I believe it was 32, 35. One of those numbers there. He officially has retired from the military.
Yeah,
shout out to him.
Officially done. He was in the Air National Guard most recently, and as of yesterday, I think it's the month. His official orders say May 1st. So that's his official retirement day, but
he is officially leaving the service. And if you guys remember, he was one of our earlier two episodes. We sat down with him twice. Yeah, so he was the one who flew F-15s, also a lawyer by day. Shout out to Randy, but congratulations, and we appreciate your service for how long you did it. So
yeah, and he'll be back in the office a little more now, so we'll see how that goes.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah, it was cool to see. There was a lot of people there. Seems like a lot of people telling stories and everything. It was cool to hear.
Yeah, it was a great time. Good food, good drinks.
Yeah, beautiful place. Obviously, they live in a very nice neighborhood, so we were going around all the rich people.
Yes, and they were telling me beforehand, expecting 300 people, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I even know that many people.
There was over 200 people there from what I saw, or that's what they were saying. There was a shit ton of people there.
Well, when we pulled up, the cars lined down the street, the whole cul-de-sac, everything was full, so.
And Randy doesn't have a small house.
No, definitely not.
This was not like a little tiny normal person house. This is a freaking spot.
And his neighbors were nice because it was all three backyards, him and his two neighbors, all three of their yards. So definitely a lot of people.
Yeah, it was still a good time though. It was cool to see everybody, celebrating them. There's not too many people with over 3,000 hours of flying experience on a F-15. So no, that was cool. So shout out to Randy. Happy to hear for him.
Congrats.
Yeah. So doing that, what else did we do? We went to an Iceman's game today. Shout out the local Iceman. They did lose, unfortunately. That was tough.
It was so close though, but we got to see, some excitement.
And if you guys aren't from Jacksonville, the Icemen are our local semi-pro hockey team.
Yes.
So that's our farm league, just kind of like how the Jumbo Shrimp are our farm league for the Marlins. Who'd Kayla's boyfriend say? We're a farm team for the Sabres.
Was that?
I think it's the Sabres.
I don't know.
Or no, is
Buffaloes or something?
That's what I'm trying to think. Is it the Sabres? No. Either way, another NHL team. We're basically the farm league, so these guys will come play here for a little while. They'll, either they'll make it or not, and then they'll move up to professional leagues kind of thing.
But it's always a good time to watch some hockey in person.
Yeah, that's one thing that we don't have here in Jacksonville. We don't have a professional hockey team. We only have a professional football team. Is just the Jaguars. We don't have any professional basketball, baseball, anything like that.
Are the Lightning in Tampa professional?
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning are professional. The Florida Panthers are NHL as well.
Gotcha. We'll have to go to one of them games for sure.
That would be a cool one. I know. Shout out to Michael and Andy down there in Tampa. They said they go to those games frequently.
Oh, cool.
They said they're a good time.
Very nice.
And they were champions recently, like a year or two ago. They were the NHL champions.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's funny because
so were the Florida Panthers.
It is funny to think that a southern state that always is hot, really, their hockey team.
Yeah, when you think of Florida, you don't think of our hockey teams, but I feel like Florida is just one of those states where a lot of athletic stuff goes on. Like our basketball, like the Miami Heat was a really good basketball team for a while back in the day with LeBron. Yeah. Orlando Magic were a really good basketball team back with Dwight Howard, and then I guess our hockey teams are pretty decent. I'm trying to think. Football, obviously, football teams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers won a Super Bowl.
That's true.
Trying to think of any other teams. Miami hasn't won one. The Jaguars have definitely not fucking won one. Yeah, we're just, I don't know. This is a state where a lot of athletes come out of, to be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. Like Florida Gators and everything for sure.
Well, that, and then like a lot of our high schoolers here, like football is the main sport, and then basketball is kind of second. But both of those there's a lot of big names that have came out of Florida, Jacksonville, mixed areas around here as well, all the way down southern Florida as well.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good time today for sure.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it. It was always good to get out there. Like I said, it's nice to get out into the people, be around normal society sometimes where you're not just cooped up in the house and everything.
It's fun to hear all the chants and stuff that they do.
We do have a specific, what is theirs? Is something like it ends with "you suck." I was like, that's a good Jacksonville chant right there. Sounds all right.
A lot of it was just "you suck." That's the main thing I heard.
Yeah. But no, it was fun. We saw a couple fights. There were a couple scuffles going on.
A couple scuffles, yeah. One came out of nowhere. I don't even know how they started fighting. It was towards the end of the game, and gloves were off. None of the rest of the players were even nearby them. So. No,
they were just going in on each other. It was funny to see. But from what Kayla's boyfriend was saying, shout out to her and her boyfriend for getting us tickets to the game. Thank you for taking us today. We got to see that, and we were in kind of like club seats. If you want to tighten that down, if it keeps falling down on you.
Well, I don't know if it's fine.
I got it.
It's pretty tight.
Pretty tight. But no, it was like I said, it was a good time. We were in like club seats, a nicer area and everything. We had our own like private food bars and everything that we could go to over there too. So that was pretty nice.
It wasn't too crowded in that area to get foods and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then another thing of sports, we were busy last week, so we didn't get to do an episode last week. But shout out to the Florida Gators for winning the NCAA championship. Fuck everybody else who said that we weren't going to win. Let's say a Gator chomp all fucking day. We tried to give it away all those games, but we won. I say
finally came out on top.
Oh, the Gators are we're one of those teams that. Basketball is one of our sports. We won back-to-back. We were only one of 5-6 teams that have ever done that. So the Gators know what's up. Football hasn't been the best lately. Since Tebow and everything. Unfortunately, we haven't been doing much. But at least in basketball, we're champions. To continue on the sports news as well, if anybody here is golfers, we are big fans of golf. Shan doesn't watch golf. I watch some of it, just depending on the tournament that's going on. But Rory McIlroy just won the Masters Championship. Today, right? Yeah, literally like 20, 30 minutes ago from us recording this episode. My thing is, though, is like, what's crazy is like they play multiple rounds, right? Mm-hmm. So like, it's a accumulation of what your rounds are, is like what your score is at the end of the whole thing. Okay. Can you imagine being on one of the hardest golf courses ever and you're like 8 under?
No.
That's the thing that's so crazy is these dudes will go through 18 holes. Like, I don't know about you, but for me, after like getting through, say 12 to 15 holes, you get fatigued after a while, right? Yeah. Whether it's your body or maybe your mind's not on it. And obviously we're not professional golfers, so we're not sitting there trying to be laser focused the whole time. But it's just crazy to think that these guys can stay so focused, they know where they're going to put that ball. They know, the putt, how these guys will have, curves that go left and right and everything. And then just to win something like this, it's crazy to see.
Because it was him and DeChambeau that were tied earlier, right?
Starting the day they were. And then I think DeChambeau had, I don't think he continued the good streak. I think he like didn't. It was because McIlroy and someone else. It was between those two. I think they had a playoff that they had to go do.
Yeah.
And then McIlroy ended up winning, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha.
And like I said, that was a quick reading of the news.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe having so many fans there, like all the cheering and everything, that'll kind of keep you going.
Yeah. Get the good vibes.
Yeah, because otherwise, I get what you're saying with us just going out on the 18. It's just us four whenever we go, whoever it is. So it's not as hype, I guess.
Yeah.
That's my kind of viewpoint, I guess.
But the one thing I will say about us and our friend group who we go play golf with, we all hype each other. If we hit a good shot, we're like, "Oh shit, bud! Okay."
Yes, definitely.
We get hyped for each other. We're not little sticklers or anything or haters.
It's crazy how these golf people aren't like freaking out when they hit those shots that we are.
Oh yeah, these dudes will just be like, "Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do." Or like, you remember when we had Alex on, the guy who's going to basically get his tour card here very soon. It's like he's like, "Yeah, my average round is a 67." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I shoot double that consistently.
Yeah.
I will shoot a 120 like no problem at all. Like it wouldn't be an issue.
It's crazy. I don't even know like all the training you can have. Like it's more so. Is it physics? Do you think they actually think about, I'm at like a 45 degrees at like 4 o'clock or whatever?
Well, I'm sure that's what the coaches like train them because, these guys all have trainers. They go golfing frequently. They, practice rounds, just going to the range just to hit some balls. I'm sure there's a lot of science into it. Maybe some guys are like you brought up DeChambeau, right? He is a freak when it comes to equipment.
Yeah.
So like that's his big thing is like he knows everything about his equipment. He knows what it's going to do, like specifics about it. Like all his clubs are a little bit different than what like a normal like golfer. Like his angles on his clubs, like what would be a 6 for us is really like a 3 to him or a 4 to him. Like he changes like the actual angle of it.
Interesting.
And he's also. Well, yeah, it's like he has like very specific things, and like even just before they started the Masters this week, I think he changed his golf ball. Like each guy has a specific golf ball he likes. Yeah. Apparently, it has like different kinds of performance and all that kind of stuff. Right. I don't know if that's just all like bullshit, but obviously I'm not a professional golfer. I am absolutely terrible at golf, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
Maybe it's superstition.
Yeah, DeChambeau golf clubs.
That is crazy, though.
Specs. Yeah, and what's also interesting this year as well is LIV and the PGA. Do you remember that whole situation? So like LIV is the Saudi Arabian-owned like golf league, and it's usually like most of the Europeans and stuff are on there, or people from other countries.
Yeah, they were both included in this tournament. The whole tournament, right?
Yeah, everybody like so LIV because apparently like there was that whole thing where there was the issue with the split. Like some golfers were going to LIV, some golfers were going to PGA, and then like they're all talking about how this is such bullshit. It's like it destroys the legacy or whatever it is of the game because only LIV players can only play at LIV events, and then PGA can only play at PGA events. And then LIV and PGA started going together, saying they're going to merge. Okay. Yeah, like it was a whole fucking thing. But the thing that's crazy about the Masters, right? Like obviously people go there to watch golf and everything. Did you hear about like how much these the merchandise stores make? I think it's like $8 million for this weekend is what they made.
Just in one weekend?
Like it's only a week. It's like it starts Thursday and ends today. Is how long the tournament is. How much?
Wow. I guess with how many people go, that can make sense. Everyone wants to. It's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So you want to get something to make a memory out of it.
I was way off, by the way. So I just Googled this because I remember they ran a story on it. The Masters merchandise store at Augusta National Golf Club is estimated to generate around $70 million in revenue during the tournament week. That 70? I said $8 million. I thought it was way lower. $70 million. That's crazy, isn't it?
That is wild.
That translates to roughly $10 million per day, $1 million per hour, and $277 every second.
$277.
Yeah. One source noted that the average Masters attendee is estimated to spend about $246 in merchandise.
And I just looked up how many people are at attend the Masters, it's estimated 40,000 fans each day.
Yeah.
So you got to think 40,000. What is 70 million divided by 40,000?
70 million.
That's
a lot of zeros.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I do get that you want to get something to keep a memory, because every game that we go to, you get some kind of hat or T-shirt for all of our teams.
So 70 million divided by 40,000 is 1,750.
Wow.
$1,750.
Each person spends.
That's obviously if they go to the merchandise store and stuff, but there's
But I guess you also have to think how expensive those things are.
Well, there's that, but also people will go in there to be resellers. So they'll go in there and buy it because the price there is going to be cheaper than when they resell it online.
Yeah.
Or some people are just fanatics about it and want like something from that, like each Masters that they go to. Because I don't know if a lot of people know this. If you're not a golf fan, the way the Masters work, for you to have a ticket there, it's basically passed down through the family. And the only time that like you can get a Masters ticket, like if you're a new person going to the Masters, is through a lottery. And I think there's millions of people that put their name in this lottery, and only a certain number of tickets are like released each year. And if your family has the tickets, it's literally passed down in wills. Like you know, like they'll literally pass it down to the grandson, so they'll always have Masters tickets, and it's a lifetime thing. I'm like, that's pretty freaking nuts, isn't it?
Huge deal
For a golf tournament.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy thing, and they're very prestigious. Like the announcers can only say specific words.
That makes sense.
Like you can't say someone watching the
Spectator.
Yeah, right, a spectator. You can't call them that. You can call them a patron. So they have like specific rules on what you can talk about and how you can address certain things.
Interesting.
Another crazy rule with the Masters is you can't say back nine. It's the second nine.
Interesting.
And the reason why you can't say that is because it's too close to backside, and they want to make sure everything's very like they're squeaky clean, like on everything. You know, there's like they're very traditional. They have like it's all born in tradition is how they do it there. Yeah, I was listening.
I was wondering. I was gonna because you with the tickets being passed through wills and stuff. I was like, what makes it so much like higher than the rest of the tournaments?
Yeah,
that makes sense if they're very specific about
this is a thing that's like very like this is one of the I think longest running traditions of the tournament and everything. Like there's been years this is the one where they win the green jacket, and it's like a very prestigious, you know. You're in a club each year, whoever wins they pay for a dinner that every single person who's won goes to this dinner. So you're sitting with everybody that's ever won it. It's pretty cool. That's
really neat.
Yeah, it's like I think it's called the Champions Dinner or something like that.
Maybe one day we'll go.
But no, the Masters is crazy apparently, and apparently the food's really good too. There's a pimento cheese sandwich that they said like a lot of people say is like the best that they've ever had.
I love pimento cheese.
Yeah, so
that would be good.
I think the Masters would be a cool event. Like I love going to TPC whenever we get a chance. Definitely. You know, every year here in Jax.
Definitely, we need to go back. Actually,
we can go play TPC.
That'd be
sweet.
Pretty sweet. Yeah.
I did get to play a nice golf course this week since I've had some more extra time. Jealous. I got to play King and Bear. Very, very nice golf course. But I did say this though. I did tell this to Nolan. We were talking about it on the phone. He called me the other day and he was asking how the course was. And the course is beautiful. Like I said, it's a beautiful golf course. Really enjoyed going and playing. I don't think it's worth the money that they make you pay.
Yeah.
Personally. Because it's not different than a normal municipal golf course. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I say that is when you go, you know, you're spending, you know, this is an expensive golf course. It's like $120, $130 a person to go play this, right? You know, that's expensive for going to play golf, right? But there's nothing extra to it. It's not like, you know, there's a golf, like a cart person comes by every like 10, 15 minutes with drinks for you if you need it. There wasn't anything extra like that.
Not like on top of it.
Yeah, like the course was beautiful. Everything was well kept, taken care of. But like besides that, I don't feel like there was really anything extra that came with that price. You know, I don't think
it's just the name that made it bigger.
I don't think the food was any different. I don't think anything was like too extra prestigious about it that really makes you like want to pay that extra $100 or not extra $100, but extra $60 to $80.
And even the World Golf Hall of Fame isn't there anymore.
That's
so it's
true.
Like you're going out there to play that, and like even if you walk around the little town area they have, you don't have that to go through anymore.
That's where we got married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so upset that we didn't use.
We never did go play that round.
That would have been so great, but
Yeah.
Either way. So I'm jealous, but I'm glad you had a good time.
It was a good time. I did enjoy it. Like I said, like I know I'm sitting here talking, like I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. It was fun to go out there and play because it's a private course. I never get to play that place. Yeah. But no, it was fun. It was a good time. Got to go roll around. I shot like shit, but had a good time.
Yes, and the weather, I mean, has been beautiful here in Florida.
Yeah, we've been in like the 70s without a cloud in the sky. It's been pretty nice here, but we're about to get murdered with summer heat here soon. I already know it's coming.
Yeah, I'm very nervous for it. That's for sure.
110-degree weather.
Yeah, meanwhile, it was snowing in Ohio last week.
You can keep that. I don't ever want to deal with that.
But I think that's why our summer is going to be so bad.
Well, we also had a crazy winter here. That was the main thing.
It got really cold.
Got that, like, it almost like snowed here. It was that cold.
Did. I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either. I like to keep
cold for me.
keep Florida warm. Keep Florida warm.
Exactly. I agree.
But yes, I did want to see if you wanted to move into one of our normal segments.
Yeah.
Do we want to start with top 3 of the Would You Rather segment today?
Let's start with the Would You Rather, end with the top 3.
Okay. Start with the Would You Rather. Rock, paper, scissors it?
Sure.
Or who goes first?
All right.
Loser goes first.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, you got me. So I go first. All right.
I'm a winner.
This one's going to be a good one for you. I thought this was one I had to think about for a second.
Okay. Oh.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
You missed
some ASMR.
Yeah, right. A little bit of extra ASMR. Would you rather not feel physical pain or not feel emotional pain?
Ooh, that's a good one. Physical or emotional pain?
You want to face that mic up a little more for you? There you
go. I would say I don't know.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably physical pain.
Okay. Why?
Because I feel like it happens a lot more.
Depends, but okay.
That's kind of my thinking. Like, emotional pain, I'm thinking, like, it's when bad things happen to, like, people in your life or, you know, things like that. Which, obviously, yes, sucks. No one wants to feel that. But I feel like physical pain can happen more on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So,
that's
my reasoning.
I would say the emotional pain part is what I would choose.
Yeah.
Because I feel like emotions you hold with you a lot longer than you will with like physical pain.
You do.
Because you heal. Obviously you can heal mentally and stuff, but you still have those, like, I would say, visible scars.
That is true.
Because
they're always there.
Because there is like a disease. I forgot what the disease is, but where basically your nerves don't work and you can't feel pain. So you could be walking around with a broken leg and not even know and be messing yourself up. Like I didn't
think about that. Yeah.
You're good. This is me being literal. I'm just I'm just thinking about that. I would just say, like, for me, I guess I'm a person that stews on things. Like, I'll sit there and think about things that like happened like years ago, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm thinking about this. So
I have those moments where I'll think about things that happened years ago, but I'm always like, what am I doing? Like, this is stupid.
I understand. That's the thing. Like, so me and Shannon talked about this the other day. Shannon has the like inept ability to literally just shut off her mind and go to sleep within like 0.3 seconds, where that does not work for me. I am a person that needs, like, I'll have to go to bed an hour before my bedtime, sit there for a minute, look at my phone, put my phone to the side, and then sit there and think about things that happened 5 years ago that don't really mean anything now.
You don't have to think about things. You just stop thinking.
That's not how my brain works. Your brain may work that way, and that's fine. That's great. I have to take freaking melatonin and freaking knock myself out to go to sleep at night.
Yeah, but I mean, there's obviously, even though I can go to sleep quickly, I toss and turn throughout nights and everything. I wake up, so it's not always just a peaceful night's sleep.
Mm-hmm. You seem to sleep pretty well, in my opinion.
A lot of times I do.
Yes.
Okay, ready for mine? Would you rather be a cowboy who rides the bull, or be the clown that has to distract the bull?
I would say the clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the clown's gonna like get away from it. I feel like the dude who's on top of on the bull is getting fucked up the whole time. Because you gotta think, those things are bucking you all over the place.
Yeah, I cannot even imagine.
Well, it's just like, I've seen those videos of the dudes who like get like kicked in the head too when they fall off, you know?
Because they get like flown whenever they come off the back, and then there's, you know,
that's just one thing I've never understood why that's a sport. Like, I guess I can see it's exciting and stuff, but like I just don't understand it. There's no way that you're like, after doing that for a year to 3 years, like your body just doesn't feel like it's just gotten the hell beat out of it.
Well, your body's not meant to bend like the whipping.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Happening. It's like you're basically in a car crash the whole time.
Yeah, that is accurate. Very accurate.
I feel like the clown can kind of like cut a little bit.
I mean, you got to be quick with it, but the clowns, they're not immediately getting fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the bull would go for the rider, try to get the rider, and I'm like, but I guess that's kind of your job, is to get them away from the rider.
Well, I think there's other like people who pull the rider. Like the clown, you're trying to get the bull away and like to the other end of the ring or something.
It's just like, fuck that, man. That doesn't even sound worth it. There's no way that those guys get paid that much money.
The clowns or the riders?
The riders. I don't think, like, what's an average bull rider make?
I don't know.
Let me look that up.
But yeah,
it can't be enough to be worth it.
No, because like you said, you're getting whipped around, you're getting thrown off, you're getting kicked by like in midair, and then if the clowns don't get the bull away quick enough, they're stomping right around you. I cannot even imagine what. Oh, good. I mean,
the average bull rider in the United States earns around $26,000 per year, which equates to about $13 an hour. However, earnings can vary significantly, with top earners making potentially $37,000 annually, and the highest hourly rates reaching around $37.74. The majority of the earnings fall between $12 and $18 per hour. For a bull rider.
That's not even minimum wage most places.
Fuck that, dude. That is not worth it. Obviously, there's bigger names, like with some of the, like, bigger known guys that are around there, but that's freaking nuts.
Yeah, that's like, you can go to an office and make that much money.
Yeah, no. 100% not worth it.
Well, apparently you could probably even go to like a fast food restaurant and make that money, because that, like, $12, that's not minimum wage anymore.
Yeah, so one bull rider named J.B. Mauney, M-A-U-N-E-Y. Mauney, right? Mauney made $7 million bull riding.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, no. Fuck that, dude. Not even close to worth it. If you're a bull rider, explain to me why you do it.
Yeah, why?
I just love the feeling. I feel so free as I get kicked in the forehead by a bull.
Well, and it makes me think these people that, like, the running with the bulls, like in Spain or
that's a different story. Fuck that. Like, that's 100% fuck that.
Why would you participate in that? You're gonna get run down by a bull.
It's a tradition thing, I'm sure. Like, that's the main thing, but still, no, I 100% agree with you. Like, you've seen these videos or these pictures of people getting impaled by some of these bulls.
Yeah, and the thing, flown and
the thing is, you're in a confined space as well, because it's like an alleyway between like buildings and shit. So there's literally like nowhere like for you to really like
crowds on the side.
Yeah, fuck
as well.
That.
It's not like you can just.
No, I agree. I would never. You would never. No. There's some things, like, I'm all about getting into the cultural side of things, but no, that sounds terrible.
I like a little excitement, but danger like that is too much.
No, I agree.
All right.
I'm gonna have you announce our top 3 segment today. I'm gonna go grab my Zins while you were announcing these.
Oh, okay. Well. The Who's, are we ready for our
The Who's
our top 3 segment on this fine Sunday evening for a Sunday hangout? We're doing our top 3 sit-down chain restaurants, and we're not just talking about like chain across Florida, but like the whole U.S. How did they do?
That was funny to listen to.
I didn't like that.
You didn't? You like me bringing it up more?
Yeah. You're better.
You like me bringing up the segments?
But either way, I'm excited about this one because food is a huge thing. We love our food.
I had to look some up for a minute.
Well, I Googled chain restaurants.
I did too. I definitely looked around and just kind of seen. I was like, where are some ones I haven't been to in a while that used to be fucking good?
Well, I was kind of thinking, when I was looking at them, I was thinking, do I want to do my top 3 just like that I've ever been to? My thinking was to have some that it was more frequent.
I understand.
Like things we went to often, or,
There ain't nothing wrong. There's no wrong answer.
Okay.
they'll vote and they'll let us know who had the better one.
Yeah.
Am I going first or you?
I can go first for this one because I think you're gonna make fun of my options. All right. So for my number 3, I put Applebee's because even though I worked there,
I worked there as well.
It was literally when I got my first job in Ohio. My friends and I would get off work. Hey, we getting half-price apps at Applebee's? Okay,
apps?
Great. Like, it was a nightly thing. We were always going to Applebee's. Good food, in my opinion. All right, my number 2 is B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, I'll talk to you more about it. Continue your list.
I know.
Continue your list.
I know, but that was the second place. If it wasn't Applebee's, it was B-Dubs we went to.
I understand.
They got good wings, lots of different flavors. The whole TV setup is good.
Yeah, I understand.
My number 1 is Olive Garden because pasta and breadsticks and all you can eat, like breadsticks, and it's great.
Olive Garden does hit.
I did have an honorable mention being Waffle House.
Waffle House does hit too.
It is.
That's a good one.
So good.
If my cook doesn't have a cigarette or a blunt behind his ear, I don't want the food. It's not going to be good. I already know it.
Yes, we need to go back there.
Those are solid choices. I'll give you that. Give you that. So I got my top 3 as well.
I'm sure you went fancier.
No, that's not true. We have one that's similar, but different ones.
Okay.
So I know Shannon talked about how we both worked at Applebee's together. Good food. It's all right. Number 3 for me, though, my top 3 sit-down chain restaurants. Number 3 is going to be Chili's.
I knew it was going to be
How could you not fucking love Chili's? They got the triple dipper you can get on there. All kinds of different food. It's cheap. They got 2-for-1 beers all day long. Solid. The chips and salsa are always hit from there. Those are OG. And the fajitas. How could you not like Chili's?
Applebee's is better.
I disagree.
I like Chili's.
I'm not done with my list. I'm not done with my list yet.
Few.
Chili's is better.
Okay.
Number 2. This is gonna be a throwback for some of y'all. Beef O'Brady's. I don't know if you guys remember Beef O'Brady's. It was kind of like more of like a sports kind of bar, restaurant-ish kind of thing. We don't have them anymore, at least on our side of Jacksonville. I don't know if there is one that's still in Jax, but whenever I was a kid, I remember going before football practice. I would always go get a burger with my dad and my grandpa, and I'll go to flag football practice afterwards.
That's crazy.
Beef O'Brady's always hit.
I forgot about them.
One of the OG restaurants to have curly fries. They did have the curly fries, better than Arby's in my opinion. Good stuff.
Yep.
And then my number 1, it's gonna be Olive Garden.
All right.
I love Olive Garden, man. Like when I tell you best, I'm not even a huge I like Italian food. It's not like my 100% favorite thing, but when it comes to like going to a place I know is always going to be good, it's fucking Olive Garden.
It is consistent.
If you
the flavor, the taste.
If you drown in Alfredo sauce, it's going to be good.
Yes, it is so great.
Alfredo sauce, breadsticks, good soup, good salad. It's just a solid restaurant. It's a little bit on the expensive side for what it is, but it's still good. I will give it to it. Like me and you still go there to this day.
And you always leave full. I always have like another half my meal.
I do too.
Left.
I will give them that. I never leave there like hungry or like, saying like, hey, where the fuck are these portions kind of thing.
And they always hook it up when you ask for a fresh thing of bread to go.
And the finishing touch, the mints.
Oh, the mints. Chef's kiss.
The chocolate and mint, like dinner mints.
Yep, the Andes mints.
The Andes mints always hit too.
Get better.
They give you a little dessert before you leave. They treat you nicely after they take all your fucking money, but it's so good.
It's so good.
I like it. I still like it. I think it's a solid list.
Although I still remember that one time we went, I got myself a Shirley Temple, me loving my cherries. This waiter was so great. He brought me a whole thing of cherries.
Oh, yeah.
But one of them still had the core in it.
The pit.
Yep. And I almost lost my tooth.
I do remember that. I was there that night.
I just chomped down on that thing, not thinking, and now any cherry I eat, I'm always very cautious.
She doesn't trust it now. She's lost the trust of the cherries nowadays.
Yep, that's ruined cherries and just being able to mindlessly enjoy them.
I'm trying to think of what are some other throwback ones?
I was thinking Bob Evans, where at my first job. You don't see too many of them anywhere, but they had pretty decent food. If you like a good breakfast food, I mean, I guess they had some lunch and stuff as well, but
yeah,
that was my other option I was thinking of.
I'm just trying to think, like, because the thing that's crazy, another one that used to be really good was Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of them around anymore. Because I remember them, they were like really big on the salad bar.
Yeah.
They were one of like the first restaurants where you go to the salad bar first and then get the rest of your food and all this shit.
Or like TGI Fridays.
TGI Fries, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
To be honest, the reason why I love that place is because when we were younger and like iPhones weren't a thing, you could sit there and watch TV in the booths.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like that.
I don't know if I remember that.
The TJ Fridays, at least here in Jax, that I would go with my dad. They had that, and they also had my favorite, like a dessert that I really liked was worms. It was dirt and worms. Yep. It's chocolate pudding with Oreos on top with a gummy worm sticking out of it.
Yeah, super
good throwback memory right there.
Very old one as well. What else?
I'm trying to think of like what Pizza Hut used to be a sit down restaurant.
It did.
You used to be able to go inside.
Ohio, they had that pasta bar and everything because I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I used to be able to go in there.
Honestly, Cece's is still one of my favorites. That mac and cheese pizza.
Every time I walk into a Cece's, I'm just like, I feel grimy. I do. And like, no hate on it.
I don't get it. It's great.
I just walk in there. There's 1,000 kids running around, and I'm like, oh, they definitely put their hands in the pizza. Like you look at the ranch. The ranch is like an off color and just like sitting there looking at it, you're like, oh, I'm like, oh. Or the cheese sauce or whatever the hell that stuff is. I was like, oh, I don't know.
You got to be careful, I guess, with what you get. But those brownies always be
brownies are good. Yep.
Like, and plus, whenever the mac and cheese pizza, like I'll request it because it's not always on the bar.
Yeah.
So the kids haven't touched it if I'm getting it personally.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Although I tried to order, I was gonna order it one time to go. Not worth it. Not worth it to do to go.
Why?
At Cece's. It's just too expensive.
Oh, it's just too expensive.
You can go and eat for like, what, $10?
I think it's like $8, yeah.
To go, it's like one pizza, $15.
But that's the thing, though, is like, they only charge you $8. There's no way that shit is like real food. That's the problem with it. Like, there's no way it's real.
Oh, it's not going to be top notch, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I know.
Real good quality
I feel bad about myself when I eat that food. I'm just like, I think I just shortened my lifespan by like 2 years after eating whatever like diabolical shit that they put into this.
But it's so good going down.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm trying to think of what else is out there.
You guys got to tell us your favorite old timies.
There may be some people yelling. They're like, what about this place?
Yeah, other ones we haven't mentioned. I'm trying to think, but there's been so many restaurants.
Yeah, I'll say like the ones I put down were ones that like originally came up.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me look. Some old timey ones. What are they? How would we describe those?
Classic sit down chain restaurants, maybe?
I think that's right. What were some other ones? I'm trying to think. Texas Roadhouse is a solid one. Oh, Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel's a good one.
I like Cracker Barrel for the aesthetic and what what goes on, but their food is not like my favorite.
Basic. I'm trying to think of some other ones.
Sit-down restaurants.
Steak and Shake used to be a solid one.
Steak
and Shake used to be a spot. That was the late night spot. Like if you didn't go to Waffle House, you went to Steak and Shake because I think they were 24 hours too.
I think they were going and getting that fresco melt. My gosh, that was amazing.
Steak and Shannon's one of her core memories is a video of mine.
Where's my fresco melt?
Where's my fucking fresco melt?
It's not the super suit. It's the fresco melt.
I remember that was when we were like still in college. Late night eats, we'd go there or we'd go to Waffle House. We'd go to we owned stock at Waffle House for a while. The amount of times we went there,
definitely should have.
You know what's wild? We never saw anything crazy.
No,
we go there like two.
Pretty chill.
We well, not us. I'm not talking about us. Like
I know, but like the ones we went to, I guess
you would see. Usually, I've there's been a couple Waffle Houses where I've seen some like drunk shit going on where people are fighting and stuff. And every time we went there, it was nice and quiet.
Yeah,
the people knew us after a while.
Yeah, people would come in after the bar time, but they weren't like the drunky drunks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess really go to the ones by the bars.
So. Well, yeah, there is one directly on the beach where the bars are at. I'm like, that one's probably pure hell. I bet that one is just people fighting on a nightly basis, just bullshit going on.
I think we went there one time and it was just really busy.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, we definitely need to go back there. Their Reese's waffles.
Reese's waffles hit.
They need to bring back their salsa though.
Oh yeah,
that
salsa
they used to have on the table.
We used to be able to put that on the what are they called?
The hash browns.
Hash browns. Thank you. Yeah, those things were always fire.
It's the best combo.
Solid.
I don't know what they did with it.
Miss it.
Sad.
But no, I think we have some good lists. Make sure you guys put down in the comments who you guys think had the better list. And if we missed one, make your own list. Let us know what you guys were thinking.
Yeah.
But no, it's been just a busy week. We're trying to figure out some more guests that we're going to be having coming on soon. Shout out to Scared Money Co. I believe Chris will be coming on here very soon as well. Have some more.
Yes.
Get some more interviews going. Now I have a little bit more extra free time since I've taken some time off. So want to make sure that we get some more guests in here. Find some more interesting people from around Jax.
Definitely.
But you guys know.
On the lookout.
You guys always know let us know if you guys feel like you'd be a good fit for the show. We're always looking for more people to sit down and talk with. You know, we're very lucky where people reach out and stuff sometimes, but it is also summertime, so sometimes people get a little busy. So we still want to make sure we bring out good episodes to you guys, let you guys know what's going on our side of things. But we'll definitely still continue our interviews, and we're going to have some more fun challenges again. I think we're going to start doing some more of those blindfolded ones. I think those were fun. The blindfolded chicken sandwich one was good.
I need to make a comeback. That was
I went 4 for 4 for being a first
for
time. I think I did pretty solid. So we gotta. I'm gonna start keeping score. We're gonna start keeping tally marks on who wins. I think we do. We'll probably have the family come on as well. I was talking to Mom and Todd about it as well. Get them on the blindfolded challenges. I think we'll have some fun.
I think so.
And if you guys have any ideas, or let us know what kind of blindfold, like whether it's food, smells, different kinds of things. Or if we want to do the box where we have to feel and kind of guess what it is. Let us know
that could be fun.
Yeah, let us know what you guys would think would make a good video. We're always more than happy to, see other ideas, see what other things we can add on into the show. We'll say we enjoy it. But guys, it's been another fun week. Thank you guys for checking out the podcast. Make sure you guys give us a follow on all the social media. It's going to be at Who Are You Pod from everything from Instagram, TikTok, X, or Twitter, Facebook, all of our normal spots. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube as well for more of our video content there. It's going to be Who Are You podcast. If you guys are ever wondering if it's our page, make sure you guys look for the red guy with the question mark on his head. But besides that, I think it's been a fun episode. Yeah. Shannon, anything you need to plug or promote?
No, I hope everyone's been having safe, fun weekends, and weather is getting better.
Yeah, and we hope everybody has a fun and safe Easter as well. If you guys celebrate that, make sure you guys have a good time with the family. But besides that, guys, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.